What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a good day. We're on day 5 of the E46 turbo build. Bright and early, about, 9 o'clock or so. Try to beat the heat today, so we're going to run to the gas station quick, get some gas for the power washer. Today we're going to be pulling everything off of the engine. We'll get the transmission off, exhaust off, the cats off, all the other little parts. So we're going to basically just tear it down to a long block, and then we'll tape it up and wash it. So we'll get it looking all nice and clean. We got to lift the front of the car up with the engine hoist, bolt the subframe back on, roll the car out into the driveway, and I think that's going to be kind of it for today. I just want to get everything organized. It's obviously kind of a mess in here. We've got parts piled there, tools all over the place, more parts over there, car stuck in the garage, engine on the ground. So today's really more about getting organized, getting the engine taken down, cleaned, all the accessories off. We'll get that all tore down so that we can actually start tearing the engine apart, pull the head, pull the pistons, pull everything, strip it down to the block so we can get things cleaned up, get the head skimmed, and hopefully all of our engine parts show up here in the next couple of days so we can get started on getting the engine rebuilt. So I'll take you guys with me on the way to the gas station and see how expensive gas is today. Alright, off to the gas station. Taking, I don't know if I've shown this. I mean, obviously you've probably seen it in a clip before, but this is our family car, everyday car. Little Toyota. I mean, big Toyota. Avalon. She's pretty nice. So one of the things I did want to take some time to talk to you guys about on the channel is why for this build, why are we not just going to order up a CX Racing turbo kit off of eBay and bolt it all on and tune it and call it good. And there's a few reasons for that, but mainly it's I don't like kits. I don't like buy everything in one. I don't think you're getting 100% quality parts. Like the CX manifold, it's going to be the same thing everywhere unless you want to go spend $1,000. So there's nothing wrong with the manifold. Intercooler piping and intercooler, nothing wrong with any of that. Their intercooler piping kit is actually super cool. You don't have to bend anything or cut anything or weld anything. It just comes as a kit ready to go. Everything's bent how it needs to be. The biggest downside, the biggest reason why I'm not going to use a CX Racing kit is the quality of the parts that matter. So, like the turbo, right? The quality of the turbo in the CX Racing kit is not going to be. It's just not going to be top-notch quality. Not that we need 100% top-notch quality. We don't need a $1,000 turbo to bolt on this thing. But if we go out and we spend $350 as compared to a $100 turbo that's coming with this kit, the car's gonna last a lot longer. It's gonna perform better. It's gonna be built how it should be built. Other things like the wastegate, blow-off valve. Wastegate's super important on these things. You don't want to put a cheap wastegate on. If you've got an 8-pound spring in your wastegate and you got a crappy wastegate, do you trust that you're only running 8 pounds? I think the kit's roughly $2,000 shipped to your door. I think that if we take the same $2,000 and buy all of our parts individually, we'll get a lot of quality parts, and we can probably still get everything out of everything that we would get with the CX kit. We'll just have parts that are 5 times as good. So yeah, we're gonna have to fabricate our own exhaust. We're gonna have to make our own downpipe. We're gonna have to make our own intercooler piping. But it's gonna be better that way because it's all gonna be V-band. We're gonna do V-band. Like intercooler to piping is gonna be V-band. Obviously, exhaust is all gonna be V-band. Just a much better way to build things rather than silicone couplers and clamps. I would rather build it one time and trust it than go drive down the road hoping that our silicone coupler doesn't blow off. You know, look, we don't want to blow an intercooler pipe driving down the road. That's just not fun. So putting it all together, I guess the main reason why we're not going to be going with a CX kit on this build is I want to build something that's going to be reliable. If whoever wins the car wants to daily drive it, I don't want them let down by stupid little failures from cheap parts. And to achieve that, we skipped buying a kit like the CX kit and gone out and sourced all of our parts individually, proper for the build. So I just wanted to take a second and talk about that. I know a lot of people are that CX Racing is kind of one of the only companies that makes a bolt-on kit for this thing. And I got no knocks on the kit. I think it's great, just not great for our application, for our build. So alright guys, so we're on our way back to the house now. Let's get some work done. So basically we're going to get the engine moved on the engine hoist, pull the engine hoist back out, lift the front of the car up, bolt the subframe back up underneath it, so that we can get the car back out into the driveway. We need it out there so that we can pressure wash the engine bay, and just create some space in the garage. After that, we'll separate the transmission from the engine. And we'll take all the accessories and all the little bits and pieces off of the engine that don't need to be on it right now. And then we'll tape it all up and we'll wash it. Probably a good time to mention too, if anybody needs a 5 HP 19, let me know, leave me a comment, do something, but I'm not going to use it. It's just going to sit around. So yeah, it's going to be kind of an exciting day. The project's starting to really take shape. I hope you guys are enjoying the vlog style video. Again, also something, let me know down in the comments if you like a daily vlog style, or if you'd rather I take the time to kind of edit 2 or 3 days into one longer video. Definitely let me know. This is my first time around on this stuff, so I'd rather make videos that you guys think are nice. I like the daily vlog. I just think it's kind of like chill. If you haven't already and you like what we're doing on the channel with this car and this build, we're gonna keep building these cars. So this won't be the last one. We'll keep building them car after car after car. This is what I like to do. I think I almost enjoy building cars more than I enjoy driving them, to be honest. Like, if I built this car and never got to drive it one time and just gave it away and knew that somebody else got to enjoy it and have fun with it and moved right on to building the next one, I don't think I'd lose any sleep. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bell on if you don't want to miss a thing on the build. Follow us on Instagram, Beamer Cody. And don't forget to get your entries in. Every $5 you spend on the website gets you 1 entry in to win the car. We got a lot of cool stuff on there, so don't sleep on it. Get over there, pick something up, and get entered in to win. It could be you that wins.
Say, let me put you in position for the acquisition of some major paper. I'm just dipping, we ain't even tripping. You could thank me later. Sauce and dripping, hoe, I'm finger licking, serving different flavors. See me flicking while I'm chasing chicken, flying on some acres. Ay. Old school weed, sending nothing but some G's. Any full pack of top papers, about to put some P's in it. Twerk it for me, baby, and make sure you put your knees in it. I got leg room, I could probably fit your knees in it. What y'all know about that country shit from by the river's edge? Thought I told you colder than a winter out in Winnipeg. Popping like you better be.
Alright, so the subframe is back underneath the car. Now we're just going to get it rolled back out into the driveway. I don't know if you can tell, but it is super hot. Let's check. 86 degrees and nothing but sun. So it's going to be a hot one, but we got all the hard stuff out of the way. So I'm going to get this thing down, get it rolled out, then we'll get set up for breaking the engine down.
Like you better be when you the proper pedigree. Blowing sweet and sour while I'm chewing on that sesame. Know that God blessing me so they can't get the best of me. Sometimes he be testing me so I perfect my recipe. Cocoa butter cutter, got it cracking at the crib. We some ghetto boys, nah, nigga lacking.
excited. Car's out here. We're making good progress. Now it's time to move on to get the engine up on the hoist, get it broken down so that we can get into getting it washed up, see how clean we can get her. She's not too dirty right now. Obviously, check this out. Plenty of silicone on the last valve cover gasket job. That's great. And these are like the easiest valve covers in the world to change on these things. It'll be interesting to see what's going on there. But yeah, I mean, overall, she's not that dirty. The oil pan's not too full of oil. Usually the gaskets leak pretty bad on these. I'm super excited to get into this part, but obviously we got some organizing left to do. So we'll get this thing broken down, washed, and then we'll start cleaning up piles of parts. Again, a lot of this stuff we're not going to need. Most of this we're not reusing. This bumper. We'll need the computer cover. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to be junk. We'll keep it until we're done anyway in case we need it. Intake manifold, we'll hold on to that. Probably not going to use it, but we'll keep it for now. This whole radiator pack, I don't think we're going to really need anything off it other than power steering, cooler, and the AC condenser if it's any good. Normally these heat shields are all beat up and just like mangled from being taken out a few times. This one looks like it's in good shape. We get her cleaned up, get all the dirt off of it. So now let's get into getting everything stripped off of this engine. Get it up on the hoist and get everything off of it.
I just talk it how I live it. If I said it, then I meant it. If I did it, then I did it, cause it's necessary. Keep it G and keep it true to you. Just act like this ain't new to you. I treat it like it's usual, we legendary.
Alright guys, obviously it's later in the day, nighttime, but I just wanted to wrap this video up real quick. Basically, we got the engine all stripped down, most everything off the sides. I've either got to order the tool to get the fan clutch off, or I may just pull the whole water pump out because we're going to replace that anyway. Car's outside, and I am tired, so I'll get back with you guys tomorrow. Day 6. We're going to keep going strong. So don't forget, get your entries in, beamercody.com. Links down in the description. Subscribe if you like what we're doing. Hit the notification bell if you want to get updates on everything. We're doing videos almost every day, so we want the car to come together fast. So we'll keep posting as we keep going.
That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right?